Okay, I hope you can see these words, but I'm gonna speak them anyway. The first word we have here is Ra. Now, in the Strong's Concordance, the word Ra is the word for evil. This is God. Ra is God. Okay? Ra is the sun. Ra is the sun. The sun is Lucifer. We look in the James Strong Concordance for the word Lucifer. We come to the word and it's written here as well. Halal, halal, halal. That word, if you listen to the way it sounds like Allah, Allah, halal, Allah. If you flip that word around, it is almost this same word. So here we have halal, which is almost Allah, which is the word in the Strong's Concordance, which is the name for Lucifer, who everybody calls the devil. And we're going to get into what that word means, the devil, devil. Okay? So everybody calls Lucifer the one that is in opposition to God. All right? So we got halal here from the word Lucifer. What does halal mean? Halal, by the Strong's Concordance, means shining. Shining, or to be clear in sound, or to be clear in color. Shining, shining like the sun. All of these words are related to each other. All of them. Ra is the sun. The sun is Lucifer. Lucifer is halal, and halal is shining. So, and it'll go back into what shines. What shines? What shines the most on this earth that we see? The sun. Only the sun. Only the sun. Okay? Got that down? Now, I was going to put some water on it, but I'll have to try. So, we know the sun shines. Now, let's find out who the sun is. Who is the sun? Who is the sun? Well, I spelled that with the S-U-N on purpose. So if we think, who is the sun? Behind every living being, there is a spirit. Every living being has a spirit. And most beings have a soul. Let's look at the word soul. You get the word solar. The word soul, the word sun is where we get these words, soul, solar. And there is a place in the Bible, it's either, look, I'm sorry. So to have a soul means to be connected, that you're connected to the sun. So if somebody here is connected to the sun, and the Bible talks about this, God said that I would put my sign on my people. You will be marked. So God, who is the sun, said, I will put my mark on my people. Who are those people that are marked by the sun? Who are the people who are marked by the sun? We know who those people are. They're the melanin people. These people, the melanin people, or the melanated people, these are the people who are marked by the sun. These are the children of the sun. And every person, every people on earth comes from melanin people. Every people on earth comes from the sun. There were the melanin people, or the melanated people, are first. And through the power of the sun, which is God, God granted his people that are marked, granted them with the power and the knowledge to be able to do things that were extraordinary, only through their great spirit, only through what the sun gave. So if we have these melanin people who are blessed by the sun, okay, now we can understand the jealousy that so many have toward melanin people. But even in jealousy, there's always a reason. So let's find out, what did God give us when he gave us melanin? What did God give us when he gave us the sun? For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. His only begotten Son. It's, to me, is convenient to change who God is to who the devil is, and the devil to God, because then the worshiper doesn't understand who they're giving to, who they're worshiping. If you were going to worship, you should know whose name you're calling on. There was a time when all of us knew that Lucifer is God. There was a time. And throughout history, through all of the killing, the murders, all of the burning of sacred texts, all of the raping of knowledge, all of that, we have forgotten who God is. But Lucifer is God. And the Bible tells us so. Jesus tells us so. If we want to reach heaven, you got to deal with Lucifer first. The Bible also says that Satan has dominion over the earth. Okay? Let's see, what does Satan mean? Satan. And the Quran, I think it's Shaitan. Shaitan. But what does Satan mean in the Bible? According to the Strong's Concordance, Satan means opposer. So that means the opposite. Okay? The opposite. In the previous video, we read where Jesus said, the supposed Jesus said, that we resist not evil. Resist means oppose it not. So he's saying, don't stand against the evil. Satan means opposer. Who did Satan oppose? Well, by the Bible's definition, Satan opposed God. But anyone can be your Satan. And you can be Satan to somebody. As long as you are a polarity to them, then you are Satan. It's just like up and down, back and forward. It's in and out. There are polarities. So if Satan means opposer, Satan doesn't mean evil. Satan doesn't mean anything but opposer. That's your op. That's the op. Whoever Satan is, anybody can be Satan. And you can be Satan. Okay? And let me see. And so the next word, we said we're going to look up devil. Now, this, with these words, and we have evil. We notice these words backwards. Lived. And this one is alive or live. Why is that? Why are these words like this? Both of these words, devil and evil, lived and lied. Why are they flipped backwards? So that everything is written in a code, first of all. Everything is written in code. Everything. And you have to study to be able to break it. Devil is written backwards because the devils are the ones that are already dead, basically. If you've heard of a familiar spirit, if you've heard of a familiar spirit, the devil or the devils would be spirits who have gone on, but who are still doing work. So we know, or hopefully we all know, that just because someone dies doesn't mean that the work stops. It doesn't mean that they stop working. Okay. They can keep working. And the way they keep working, well, I'll get into that later. Okay, and then we have the word evil for live. Why is that word backwards? It's the same thing with this. It's the same principle. For the evil ones are the ones who know the difference between life and death. Those are the evil ones. The ones that can judge or can balance things. Those are the evil ones. And that's because they are alive. They know. When in the beginning of the Bible, not to say that Genesis is the oldest book in the Bible, but in that book, we see that there were two trees. There was a tree of, we're just going to draw this tree here. This will be the tree of life and this one is knowledge. Okay. And this is going to be Eden. Tree of life and the tree of knowledge. Okay. By Genesis, by Genesis' standards, there were two trees in the midst of the garden, right? And God said, don't eat of these trees. Okay. Now, for some reason, God, now, not Satan, God did not want his children having knowledge. Why wouldn't God want his children to have knowledge? Maybe if God had taken the time to give his children knowledge, they wouldn't be talking to a snake in the middle of a garden. You know, they wouldn't have to. But there was a snake in the garden that came, and they called that snake the devil. And I didn't tell you what the devil meant by the Strong's Concordance standards, but I'll go back to that. And they called that snake the devil. And they said that that snake was a deceiver. They called the snake the deceiver. And the snake told Eve that, well, God is lying to you about that tree of knowledge. Because God knows that once you eat of the tree of knowledge, that you will be like unto God, and your eyes will be open, and you will know. So Eve looked at the tree again, and she said, the fruit does look good. I'm going to have some. She ate the knowledge. And when she ate knowledge, she gained death. Because after you know better, you got to do better. You got to do something different. And the reason she had to die was because she was not the same anymore. She evolved. As Eve does. If we look at evolution, or even let's just break it down, evolve. Eve, or the first two letters of Eve's name, it's right there, Eve, evolution. She knew once she ate that fruit, her eyes were open and she could see. So what did God do? God didn't say, oh, my poor children, my poor children. Let me go get you a piece of fruit from the tree of life, because I want y'all to live forever. I want you to live forever, my children. No. God didn't do that. God did not do that. God said, we got to get them out of this garden. We got to get them out of here, because if they get to the tree of life, they're going to live forever. And I say we because the Bible, Genesis, says we. It says, let us make man in our image. Who is our? Who is the our? Our as in O-U-R, as in us. Let us make man in our image, as in more than one. Okay. Is he talking to angels? Is he talking to demons? Who is he talking to? He can't be talking to angels, because the angels don't like, or didn't understand what God was doing for man. They said, who is this man that God is so mindful of him? So he couldn't have been talking to angels. Who is God talking to? Was God talking to Jesus from the beginning? Maybe God had a wife. Or maybe God is not who we think God is. But you have to study. So we're going to leave off on that. Have a good one.